through the Department of Interior, and how you have a good discussion with the Department of Interior is through the Natural Resources Committee, which I'm a part of.
The candidates also discussed H-2B labor for non-military related projects and Social Security funding. In other news, Guam and CNMI public health leaders participated in the World Health Organization session of the Regional Committee in Manila this week, which focused on climate-resilient healthcare facilities. Regional correspondent Tomas Menglonia reports.
I think the message across the region is about emergency response.
Leaders from Asia and the Pacific convened in Manila this week for the 75th session of the World Health Organization Regional Committee for the Western Pacific. Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation CEO Dr. Esther Muña moderated a panel on climate-resilient healthcare facilities. Director of Pacific Technical Support and WHO representative to the South Pacific, Dr. Mark Jacobs, explains.
There's 4 key components of these climate-resilient and so on facilities. There's a component around health workforce. There's a component around resilient water, sanitation, hygiene and healthcare waste management. There's a component around sustainable energy.
Join others in the region as a climate resilient and environmentally sustainable healthcare facilities, CRESH, to ensure we are ready to serve our people no matter what the conditions our environment brings on.
Tomas Menglonia, KUAM News.
The Hagåtña Cathedral Basilica was filled with family and friends offering their condolences in one of the largest funeral masses ever seen in Guam history at the memorial for beloved civic and government leader Paul M. Calvo. Guam's 3rd elected governor, Calvo, passed away last week at the age of 90. To this day, Governor Calvo is cherished as a pioneering businessman with Calvo Enterprises and chief executive under whose leadership the local government expanded Guam's reach in the 1980s. His son Eddie, one of Calvo's 8 children, was also a multiple-term senator and governor. Following today's mass, Governor Calvo was laid to rest at Our Lady of Peace in Windward Hills. We'll be right back.
Half a Day Fresco Fridays on KUAM News. Presented by Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas. Located in Hagåtña, just across from the Gani Shopping Center.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
I know what it takes to be a non-voting delegate in the U.S. Congress. I know that it requires intelligence, ideas, and how to take advantage, not just of relationships, but of situations and conditions. In Washington, D.C., it isn't who you know, it is how you are known. Ginger Cruz is already known in Washington, D.C. from her previous service in the executive branch, in housing and the Department of Defense. She is known to be persuasive and clear-thinking. With her, we have a candidate who has plans. Someone who knows how to navigate the Pentagon, not just Nimitz Hill. You know these two candidates. Who do you think can be a people-focused leader who will protect your interests? Forceful leadership is needed in these times, and this is the time for Ginger Cruz.
I'm Ginger Cruz. I approve this message, and I humbly ask for your vote.
Welcome back to Primetime. October is National Bullying Prevention Month, and Antolon Middle School students are standing up to bullying. The home of the Wildcats extending their kindness to a very special guest penguin who waddled all the way over from Tokyo, Japan. Mitsuki Hirayama has the story.
Inside the home of the Wildcats.
Say respect. Respect.
Sixth graders at Antolon Middle School.
To the hate and intolerance of others, they say to choosing kindness.
School counselors like Diana Edwards holding their annual presentation for National Bullying Prevention Month Friday morning.
And if you say yes, bullying happens on campus, you know it happens on campus. Yes, unfortunately, right? A lot of you are raising your hands, unfortunately, and that's why we're here today. We're gonna make that stop, right guys?
An exciting morning inside the school gym as students learn how to recognize the signs, stop bullies in a kind and responsible way, and most importantly, to be proud of who they are. UMS Principal Agnes Guerrero says it's all about making sure students feel safe and accepted coming to school every day.
Now, really the bottom line when they go out is encouraging students, right, to spread the act of kindness wherever you're at. And with the counseling presentation, it's not just presentations, it's an interactive engagement with students and role-playing and understanding that bullying can happen to basically anyone.
The students also getting a surprise visit from a very special blue penguin waddling all the way from Tokyo, Japan.
Have you ever been bullied before, Don Penn?
The Don Don Donkey mascot admits he too was bullied when he was little. So to make him feel better, the Wildcats breaking out in a dance number to remind him he's a star. Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
Great job, Sukes. Well, for the 13th time, our community is joining us as one and using a simple gesture to show how we stand together and share hope and love for anyone on island facing a battle against breast cancer. Let's go to Tumuning, where Jason Salas is stationed for today's Get Your Pink On wave.
Hafide, everybody, Jason Salas here. Tumuning is the place to be, and pink is the thing to wear. I'm here with Jessica Rosales from Guam Cancer Care.
Yes, hello.
We are here to get our pink on and honk. If you want to raise awareness about breast cancer, Jessica, what a wonderful opportunity. We're having a lot of fun here for a good cause.
Absolutely. Come on down.
Okay.
Come and wave with us.
Yeah, so we're waving here at the ITC intersection in Tumuning from 4 to 6.
Yep.
We are encouraging the entire system of care to make sure that we support everybody that has gone on a breast cancer
journey. Come on down. Show your support to our survivors, our warriors, our caregivers, that no one fights alone.
Okay, do you have to be part of an organization?
Absolutely not. Come by yourself, bring the family, bring the friends, everyone come down.
Absolutely. The two most important things in life, hope and love, and there's a lot of that here. So, come on down, good for the whole family. We've got student groups here, Jess.
Yes.
We've got church groups.
That's it. We have the clinics, we have, everybody's down here. Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Let's talk about the parking right now because we're using all 4 corners of the intersection right here. If you want to go to the FHP side, that's cool. I'm over here. We're right behind the tennis courts near the mayor's office.
Right?
You can go over there to the Tri-Vision.
Over, I don't know if I can say GPO's parking lot that way, where the mayor's office is at. Come on down that way. Park at your own risk, that's what I'm saying. Just be careful when you cross the crosswalks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just be careful.
Okay, and we're having like total strangers and people that have never met before all coming together for a cause, and that's what it's really about because we're all showing our love.
Okay. That's right. Come on down. Gotta support. Show that support.
All right. You get these amazing thunder sticks. We're going to make a lot of noise, and we are going to raise awareness because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 13th annual Get Your Pink On.
Yes.
There you go.
We're also announcing the video contest winners at 5:30.
Very cool.
Winners are going to be announced.
Okay, and if for some reason you can't come down here and you're just passing by in Tumuning,
honk your horn. Wave.
Wave. There you go. It's all about love. We are in this together. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Think Pink is brought to you by the American Cancer Society and Island Cancer Center.
All week long, we've been featuring some amazing breast cancer warriors who have been sharing their cancer journeys. Tonight, we conclude our Think Pink series with Annalisa Ganeb, a 4-year triple positive stage 2 breast cancer survivor.
It was in 2020 when Annalisa Ganeb was talking with her friend Ria on the phone discussing yearly checkups when Ganeb admitted she had lapsed with her appointments.
She really instilled in me, you need to do it this week. You haven't done it in 4 years. And I was like, wow, 4 years just went by, but you know, mommy is so busy.
Ganeb made the appointment, and it was through a mammogram they noticed a lump on her right breast.
Thinking back now, I should have realized there was something wrong because it wasn't just a mammo. They had me come immediately for an ultrasound, and then at the ultrasound, the breast ultrasound, Dr. Berg came in, and you know, I think I was in denial maybe.
After a biopsy, it was confirmed to be an early stage of breast cancer. She says when hearing the diagnosis, she felt shocking panic and desperation. Dr. Nathaniel Berg, seeing the look on her face,
he reassured me and said, it's going to be a little hard because you do need treatment, but you can do everything here. It needed chemotherapy, and when you hear that, everything else after that is just kind of like noise. You're not really comprehending anything.
When she got home, she started to research her diagnosis. Her panic mode had now shifted into detective mode.
What can I do to fix this? And it was very disarming because I knew that I couldn't fix it, that I had to rely on other people to do it. So yeah, triple positive, hormone positive breast cancer. And I think he was staging me at about, he just said early. So after that, I followed up with a CT scan, an MRI, met with my surgeon. It was very, very fast.
The days ahead included so many medical procedures that scared her even more. CAT scans, MRIs, a port insertion via surgery. Ganeb had 6 rounds of 4 to 5 hour chemo treatments that were 3 weeks apart. Her hair fell off by the second round of chemo. Her taste buds were shot for 10 to 14 days after chemo.
When you hear something like that, you think to yourself, how am I gonna continue working, taking care of my family, all that? But they reassured me that it was gonna be fine. And I also started looking for answers from other survivors.
She met and had long conversations with survivors who openly shared their stories, everything about their journey.
Besides the incessant prayer that I engaged in with my family and myself, I wanted to really hear from other people. I wanted to hear their experience.
Following the 6 cycles of chemo, she had surgery to remove the original tumor. Her lymph nodes were still clear, margins were also clear, however, there were still millimeters of her tumor left. Ganeb then started radiation treatments and another 14 cycles of a shorter chemotherapy treatment. And what got her through those rough days?
My purpose. What's our purpose in our life? Taking care of our family, taking care of our kids, wanting to live, because it's like you think to yourself, this can't be it for me.
Today, Ganeb is a 4-year triple positive stage 2 breast cancer survivor. And who does she think pink for?
As a survivor, you think how did I get to survive? And other people didn't. And I think about them. I think about the newly diagnosed patients who are really fearful, just like I was when I was first diagnosed. And I'm here today because I want to help them. I want to be that comfort for them, just as others were comfort for me when I was first diagnosed. And I also want to when I think pink, I think about those medical health professionals, everyone, the doctors, the pharmacists, the nurses, their staff. Do they really know how much their work matters? And, how we see that their dedication really, really helps, and that I want them to know that we see it and we recognize them.
Junigan Charfris, KUAM News.
now for a look at your world at home. Here's a view captured from Veragata Heights.
Who do you really know? You know me, Guam has always been my home. Some of you I went to school with, others I went to church with, and with my fellow veterans, there's always a story I share with. I pay my taxes here, have always voted here, and my kids were born here. You know me, and you have trusted me to serve you. This is an honor, which is why I have always prioritized you. I humbly ask for your support in continuing to serve you in Congress. Let's not reverse the progress that has started. Thank you.
Paid for by James Moylan for Congress.
Senator Dueñas fought to get $20 million in additional education funds and $30 million appropriated to GMH. Senator Chris Dueñas' Malig legislation will put more police officers on the streets, and Senator Dueñas is always ready to take on Guam's newest challenges. His housing bills will allow for greater construction flexibility. Re-elect Senator Chris Dueñas. Focus, balanced, ready.
I am Chris Dueñas, and I approve this message.
keep the smile on your face, the moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa, you can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
So if you were to take a building and flip it upside down and shake it out, basically anything that comes out, that's what we can do. So if your pens or your pencils or your chairs or your desk come out, that's what we can provide. You know, when we look back at this journey of owning the company back in 2018, I think the biggest challenge was my husband and I being married and working together as business partners. And so we took the leap of faith to run M80 and really learn not only how to operate and expand the company, but how to survive and thrive a small business. Having that challenge and us trying to figure out how to get through it really kind of motivates us to keep working. It presents something that's different and out of the box and helps us realize, you know, as a team we can unite and really find solutions to everything. Because of all of this, we are able to strive to be the best that we can be and strive to make every day count.
I'm a guy that came from nothing, that has worked hard to get where I am. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to work hard. I know what it takes to get things done. I've helped our nation win wars. I've done many things in the community. This election is not about my next career. This election is not about a salary bump up from what I make. This election is about my kids. This election is about your kids. We need to help Guam. I want to work hard for them, and I want to work hard for everybody else and everybody that calls Guam home. My name is Vince Borja, and I approve this message.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Pepsi. That's what I like.
Howdy guys, we're back with another edition of Foodie Call, and yes, we're still doing National Pizza Month, and today we're here at the one and the only Papa John's. And today we're going to be trying out, wait, there's no food. But wait, check this out.
Yeah.
Look at that. So we got Papa John's Monday Madness Special, which is a medium pepperoni, carry out only, for only $9.99. But like I said, carry out only. Only on Mondays. This is perfect for all you football fans. And also, I'm trying out their chicken Parmesan bites. All right, here we go. So we go to try out our, bro, fresh out of the oven. Look at that. Oh. Definitely gonna burn my mouth with this one, but for the gram, cheers. Mmm. Never go wrong with Papa John's, and of course the classic pepperoni. This is a Papa John's chicken Parmesan bites. Mmm. Wow. Delicious pizza, and that side, perfect. And guys, the Monday Madness sale is on every Monday. It's $9.99 for a medium pepperoni pizza and carry out only. And you know what? If you're here, might as well throw in that chicken Parmesan bites because it's perfect together, and bring it to the party. They're gonna love you for it. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up another edition of Foodie Call. Thank you to Papa John's for having us, and of course, thank you to Pepsi. And happy National Pizza Month, guys. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Pepsi. That's what I like.
There is trick-or-treating tomorrow night, everybody. Saturday, make sure to head down to the Paseo grounds. Bring the entire family because it's brought to you by the Office of the Governor and Parks and Recs. Gonna be really, really fun starting at 6 p.m. downtown in Agana. There's also food, a car show, best costume contest, and much more. So come dressed up in your best trick-or-treating gear. Make sure to bring a pail to collect all the amazing candy and treats and have a good time. We're going to celebrate. Never too early to start trick-or-treating. All right. Mark your calendars for November 6th because the place to be is at the Hyatt Regency Guam on Tumon Bay. Great place to have a meal, and that is going to be where the Guam Top Chef's Table will feature Starting at 6 p.m., 10 culinary wonders of the Pacific featuring some of the island's most amazing chefs, a 10-course meal not to be missed. And if you're in Saipan, check out the nutrition and healthy cooking classes being offered every Monday and Thursday until November 25th. Interactive cooking lessons for everyone. All right, we'll see you at trick-or-treating tomorrow night, once again at Paseo. Please have a safe island weekend. Bring an umbrella, just in case.
Now to your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out submitted on KUAM.com and the winner of a yummy ice cream cake.
On this Friday, we say happy birthday, and specifically happy birthday number 8 to Matty Munya. You bring so much joy and laughter into our lives. May this year be filled with adventure, fun, and all your favorite things with all the love in the world. Mom, Dad, Kobe, Gabby, and CJ. Happy birthday number 8, Matty. And also, Tano Bear Ludwig Perez, happy birthday to you. Another year of missing you and your birthday. Hoping to see you soon. Hugwai's a house, say Nana, Tata, Daddy, Mommy, Papa Perez, and the rest of the family, too numerous to name. And happy extended birthday to Rose Blas Salas, who is the now owner of a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream cake, which are delicious on a hot day, on a cold day, any day of the week, anytime. Cold Stone Creamery is awesome. And Rose, we will reach out to you to let you know when you can pick up your ice cream cake.
Thanks for watching. I'm Destiny Cruz. Have a safe evening and stay beautiful.
Hafa and welcome to another episode of CNMI Weekly. Our entire show tonight is dedicated to the CNMI Public School System's Teacher of the Year finalists. We'll get to meet all 5 of them throughout the night.
Good morning, Hafa Day. Tiro, my name is Darlene O'Don. Currently, I teach pre-AP ELA for 9th graders at Marianas High School. I have been teaching for 23 years. I have taught in 1st grade for 2 years, 3rd grade for 5. I have taught in Hopwood before I became Hopwood Middle School, Hopwood Junior High School for 10 years. Then I returned after being in the elementary school system for 3 years. And then I'm up here at Marianas High School now.
Wow, so over 2 decades of experience. Bring us back to over 2 decades ago. What made you want to become a teacher?
To be honest, what made me want to become a teacher is to give back to the community. I am a former student of the public school system, and I truly learned a lot of things from my former teachers. And when the opportunity came up to become a teacher, I took it. And I wanted to be able to provide what I learned from all of my positive educators before, to provide that type of support I got as a learner, and also to connect to the community and the families here in the CNMI. As I have moved from elementary school, I have built those foundations with the community and my students' families that now as pre-AP ELA and 9th grade teacher, I have been meeting a lot of my former students and connecting to their families, and it's such a wonderful experience to be a teacher, to know that you are part of this journey with the students, with the families, and the community.
And so, in all of your years of experience, what do you enjoy about the job? What's your favorite part of teaching?
I'll share several. One joy of being a teacher is seeing those moments when the students fully understand, when they master a learning concept, and they've mastered a learning skill that they have been using as they progress through their education, and meeting former students who are part of the community, part of PSS, and knowing that I was part of that journey. Also, like I said, meeting former family members and knowing that being able to connect to them and letting them know that I'm going to be there to help and guide their child in their educational journey. That's the greatest part of being a teacher.
And what is your teaching style? Are there any unique things you do to help students learn? What's your approach in the classroom? If I were to take, Mrs. Darlene's class, what kind of experience might I expect?
Yes. So my teaching style has changed as the years have gone by, and I have received and participated in many professional development trainings on how to meet children's needs, to provide that support. So my teaching style right now is student-centered, where I provide them the strategies and skills that motivate them to foster their confidence, to dig deep and explore literature, to use strategies that they learned to break apart what a story means and be able to write and process what they learned, to be able to come back or to use it in the class to also support their peers to be able to understand even the literature. So currently it is student-centered, where my classroom is, as a teacher, I guide the students, but the students get the skills and I provide it to them and they master it, and then they take that and they use it within the class independently as well as collaboratively with their peers. And now currently they're using those skills to use it in the presentation and also as a teach back with their peers. And it's such a wonderful thing to see that the students are learning it, using it, and then presenting it. And yes, that's my teaching style. It's student-centered, where the teaching is focused on students gaining those valuable skills.
My name is Yeji Lee. This year makes me 6 years of teaching at William S. Regis Elementary School, or WSR. I taught in a self-contained classroom teaching multiple subjects as a 5th grade teacher for 4 years, and now this year makes a 2nd year of being a science teacher teaching 5th grade students. And our school decided to implement departmentalizing, so I only teach science as a core main subject.
Great. And so bring us back to 6 years ago, or more than 6 years ago. Tell us why you became a teacher.
I became a teacher to really pay forward what I had received and all the support that shaped me who I am today. So I am a Korean American immigrant, first generation Korean American immigrant, born in the Sinamai, raised mostly in South Korea, and later on I moved to California before returning to Sinamai. I faced a lot of challenges in terms of navigating culture differences and learning English as my second language as a 6th grader. So it was very difficult, yet I was helped by numerous dedicated teachers, and I was able to be here who I am as an educator teaching in English. And I don't think I would have been here without their support, and I'm here to return back all the help that I received as a student.
And so what's your favorite part about the job?
Like many of my colleagues, I continue to be an educator because it's incredibly rewarding. And out of all if I have to pick one out of all, my favorite part would be working with students and seeing their successes. And I'm not just talking about their academic successes like test scores, I'm talking their personal growth. Like for instance, my students who could not read, did not understand the language itself, now became a confident reader, on grade level reader who can read a whole full paragraph. That, like witnessing those successes, small to big successes, it makes me enjoy what I do every day as a teacher.
And what is your teaching style? When someone enters your classroom, what can they expect, and how do you engage with students?
I try my best to make it engaging, and fun for my students. For one, it is very hard to engage 105 fifth graders in 50-minute blocks to teach science. I mean, science is a fun subject already, it's given, but then I have to make sure that it is fun for and relatable for my students. So I make sure that I bring this lesson content into something that fall under my students' interest. For example, currently we're working on engineering design process. So I start on my lesson by saying, what are the games that you like, you enjoy? Let's talk about it. Tell me why it is your best game than the other game that you just talked about.
And so what's your advice to other educators? Maybe they're just starting out, they're in year one. What's your advice to other teachers?
To be honest, as beginning my 6th year of teaching at this moment, I still see myself as a learner, and I believe there's so much more I need to learn to be a better educator. Yet, I see this question as one piece of advice that I would offer to myself, as well as my colleagues. I would say find a balance between your work and your social emotional well-being. Because as I said earlier, teaching is very, very rewarding, yet it can be very challenging every day. And I think it is easy to devote your energy to support your student in a classroom, but then you oftentimes forget about yourself, forget about your social well-being, and you left very exhausted and overwhelming. And I myself, as a mom of 2 toddlers, at the same time as being a teacher, I really learned that teacher burnout is real. And it does come in like when you are least expected it. So for Goodyear, I really did try hard to be a good teacher and good mom. It was very hard. It was overwhelming. It was overstimulating every day. And I feel like I was very drained in my classroom at the same time as my home, not fully there for my students and my own children. So over the past year, I really learned myself, I have to make time for myself and my family, and that is very important. And if we don't check in ourselves, and we don't really recharge ourselves, we are risking losing the energy and passion that brought us to this profession in the first place. So I think we do owe ourselves and our students to set the boundaries, seek support when we need, all those fun stuff.
Need a place that has everything you're looking for without the extra stops? Kmart is the ultimate destination for saving time and money with unbeatable deals, all in one place. From groceries to personal and home essentials to the latest trends, everything you need is right here. For yourself, your family, your home. Find it all at Kmart, your destination for deals, where convenience, variety, and value come together. Make Kmart your one-stop shop today. Follow us on our social media and check out our website for weekly deals. Kmart, your destination for deals.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Welcome back to the show. Here's more from the CNMI PSS Teacher of the Year finalists.
So hello, my name is Marilyn Tabuena. I am at the Francisco M. Sablan Middle School. I teach 6th grade math, and I've been teaching it for 3 years, and this is my 4th year here.
All right, and so tell me about why you wanted to become a teacher.
When I was a student, I actually really enjoyed coming to school. And I was also one of those students who would help out her classmates a lot. And when I was going to graduate high school, I asked myself, what did I want to do in the future? And I thought about how I just really liked teaching things to my classmates, making things easier for them to understand. So I decided to become a teacher because of that.
I guess that kind of answers the second question, but maybe talking a little bit more about your day-to-day, what's your favorite part of teaching? What do you enjoy most about the job?
One thing I really enjoy about the job is I also teach one of the most disliked subjects, which is math. And a lot of students come into my classroom already with that dislike ingrained in them. So to see them come to like it a little bit more, or finally understand the concepts that made math so not approachable to them, really does make the teaching rewarding for me. And also it's a place where most of my social interaction happens. A lot of these kids have many stories to tell, and I really like getting to know all of these kids on top of teaching. So just learning about their hobbies, what they did over the weekend. It's a lot that goes on in one day, so I guess it's never expecting what's going to happen. That's what makes teaching so interesting for me, and that's one of my favorite parts as well.
And what is your teaching style? I guess especially for a subject that students might come in with, some stigma attached to it. I mean, what is your teaching style? When I walk into your classroom, what can I expect to, engage with?
My teaching style, or what I believe as a teacher, is I try to reach every learner in my classroom. I know how it feels not to understand something and then you just shut down. So as a teacher, I try my best to reach every student in my classroom. It's not possible all the time, but I want these kids to be able to get something out of being in my classroom. So if they're not able to understand a concept, even if I have to spend extra time teaching it to them, I will take the time to do that. And I also try to keep my classroom also a little traditional as well. I always model each lesson to my students step by step, and then I have them do the work. So it's always the teacher first and then have the students do it after. That's how I run my classroom, especially with math.
And I wanted to ask what your advice to other educators is. Maybe, there are teachers in school right now studying to become teachers, or maybe someone is starting their first day on the job. Maybe what would your advice be now after working for, the amount of years you have?
My advice to future teachers is that this job is, although it can be a little scary at times, it is a very rewarding job. Not every job you ever see is where you're not only teaching students, but you're also trying to understand them both personally at that level, and just being that adult for them that they may not have at home, that they can approach and be that safe place for them at school, is also one of the things that you're going to realize when you become a teacher. And my advice to the current teachers is also for them to just keep doing what they're doing. This is such a really amazing job, and I have so much respect for those teachers who continue to do this after so many years. Their work never goes unnoticed, and I really appreciate what they do for our students, especially here on our islands.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
From the #1 generation. This is a story about love.
I was kind of born and raised in the restaurant business, and she was kind of too, because we were always hanging out, and I really didn't want to do it, so I would do anything and everything when I turned 18 not to be in the restaurant business. Eventually, somehow, I got trapped, and best decision I ever made.
My passion has always been cooking. I'd always end up in my friend's kitchen with their mom or the grandma and kind of look what they're doing and can I help? When we first started the food truck, we didn't know if it was gonna work. Literally every day, both of us were on our phones, texting every single friend we had.
Finally, I was like, man, we need to get other people to come to our hot dogs. And so we started a lot of social media, and that gave us a little bit more of a following. Mainly, I feel like the trust between the two of us had to be there. It was super solid. So it's kind of like, okay, we're gonna do this, and we kind of did it.
Welcome back to the show. Here's more from the CNMI PSS Teacher of the Year finalists.
My name is Christina Ruiz. I teach at Ole Elementary School. I teach 5th grade, and I've been teaching, this is my 4th year teaching.
And can you tell us a little bit about why you became a teacher? Bring us back to the very first day you thought, I want to do this.
So I am actually a product of the CNMI public school system, and I wanted to give back to my community. Originally, after graduating from high school, I wanted to be an accountant, but then I reflected on how much my teachers impacted my life. And so then I realized that maybe I wanted to major in education, and I did. And I've been loving it so far.
And what is your favorite part of teaching? What's your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part of teaching is seeing the students' aha moments. I love to see their faces glow when they finally understand something, and it's just a very rewarding feeling.
And what is your teaching style, I guess, for 5th grade? Like when a student enters your classroom, what can they expect? How do you engage them?
I try to be flexible and adapt to their needs. Every student is different, and not one way works for all. So I usually begin lessons with a whole group, and then I try to figure out who needs more help, who needs more support, and then I go on from there.
And what's your advice to other educators? You know, maybe people who want to be teachers, or maybe someone's just starting to be a teacher. What would you tell them? What's your advice?
My advice is to adapt to the trends of education. Education is always changing. It's not going to be the same forever. So we need to use the technology given to us to help us enhance our teaching and, enhance student learning as well.
And what type of support do you need personally in the classroom right now? It's a really challenging job. So what kind of support would you say you need specifically?
For me, it would be parental involvement, because when they start off in kinder, parental involvement's really high. But then as they go through the grade levels, it kind of dwindles down. So having parental involvement would be great, because students thrive when they see their parents or their guardians involved. And then when they see that their adult is interested in them, it motivates them to do better.
And lastly, we're talking because you are one of the finalists for Teacher of the Year. I mean, can you just tell us how you felt when you saw this news? I mean, it's a really great recognition.
Thankful and blessed after speaking with, my support system, my school. They've helped build my confidence.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back to the show. Here's more from the CNMI PSS Teacher of the Year finalists.
Hi, my name is Patricia De Leon Munya. I am a second grade teacher at Gregorio T. Camacho Elementary School, GTC, and I have been teaching for almost 16 years, teaching all the content areas in second grade.
Wow, 16 years. I mean, take us back to 16 years ago. Why did you want to be a teacher?
I think working with young children, students has always been something that was with me. And so, what way to give back, right, to our community than to become a teacher and help to educate our young children, to also become those successful citizens in our society, and also finding their successes and finding their purpose in our overall society or community.
And what is your favorite part of teaching? What do you enjoy most about it?
I really enjoy watching the students grow and thrive in their daily learning and just in their overall development. I also enjoy the interaction when students are working together, interacting with one another, building community, learning from one another. And really, it's really comes to show that their growth is very important, and it's fulfilling to me that their interactions in the classroom will one day be something that they will do in their future, wherever the road, their success path takes them.
Great. And so tell us a little bit about your teaching style. I guess when someone walks into your classroom, what can they expect? How do you, engage with students?
I think my teaching style would have to say really incorporates both teacher-centered and student-centered style, where the teacher, it's very important, especially for the young learners, presenting the background information and important knowledge and ideas to help build students' understanding of the content and the concepts that they are supposed to learn. And then at the same time, thinking about the diverse learners that we have in our class and tailoring to their development and their growth and making their learning fit their needs so that they can all thrive in the classroom. We have from visual to auditory